And the reason that I'm in the kitchen for this part of the video is because I have a short window of time where the little one is napping, and I have this bounty of cucumbers that I started soaking in an ice bath this morning, and I need to make pickles out of them. So I'm gonna stand here and I'm gonna be slicing cucumbers and putting them in jars as I talk to you all. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, I just have to tell you guys, I've been thinking about like a fun, catchy intro or like phrase to say at the beginning, like, what's growing? Or I don't know, what's up healthy people? Or I don't know, but I can't do it. Maybe eventually I will get there, but I just can't do it. It's too cheesy. Why? If you have any suggestions, feel free to let me know. Otherwise, I'll just keep saying, hey guys, welcome back to my channel, because it's trite and overused and doesn't feel awkward. Okay, so today I wanted to talk about Beulah because we haven't really given an update on her in a while, at least not like a full update. So I want to kind of fill you in on what's going on with her and then take you out to see her, show you how she's looking, show you how she's doing. So I'm going to do that. Basically, the reason that I haven't done a whole lot of videos on her lately is because there's just not that much new going on other than her udder is developing and she's pregnant. You know, cows have a gestation of 9 months, so it's a little bit of a wait. It's kind of a process waiting to get to that point where she's going to calve. It was really exciting when we found out that she was pregnant a few months ago, and so now we're just kind of waiting for that day to come in December. I'm really excited because I'm making pickles for the first time. And I learned that basically if you just pour hot brine over them and use a new lid, then it will seal itself without having to go through the whole water bath canning process. So I'm excited to see how this goes. So if you're totally new and you haven't seen all of our other videos on Beulah, our mini Jersey cow, we have had her for over a year now. We tried to get her pregnant via artificial insemination 3 times using a very high quality bull semen that we ordered online, and it didn't take any of those 3 times. So we ended up sending her to another farm that has miniature Dexter cows. There was a really pretty wild red Dexter bull that we learned about, so we sent her to hang with him for a couple months, and she got pregnant. So we brought her back home, and ever since then we've just been waiting. Right now we're kind of in that period where we need to start thinking about getting ready for milking. We are 4 months out from her calving. We're not going to need anything major other than, you know, we're going to have to find a fridge, which that's fine. It can just be like an old fridge as long as it stays really cool. We need to build a stanchion, which is probably the most time-consuming thing. And we're thinking we may have to do something kind of different, like kind of custom, because she is so small, and if she's not stepping up onto something, then we're pretty much going to be milking like on the ground because she's so small. So that's something else that Steven, my husband, has to keep in mind when it comes time to build that stanchion, is figuring out how to give it a step up. So I don't know if we're going to like build some kind of separate platform or pour some kind of separate platform, you know, near her stall. So yeah, we need to figure that out. And other than that, we need to make sure that we have all the equipment we need, like pails and rags and filters, stuff like that, to keep everything stored and clean. Go. Anyway, keep everything stored and clean and sanitary. This is so many cucumbers. So yeah, right now we are focused on getting our garden fence complete, which that should be complete in the next week. And then once that is done, the focus will be on building the stanchion and rearranging the barn and all of that. We still don't know what we're going to do as far as calf sharing. I'm pretty sure that I want to calf share, but we have to figure out a way to keep mama and baby separate for a time so that we can still get a somewhat consistent amount of milk. So we may have to look into building a pen or buying another buying another fence or something to keep the calf separate. That's something we still need to look into. But as far as Beulah and how she's doing, she is doing great. She seems very healthy. My main concern right now is she really needs her hooves trimmed. We've actually not done it since we bought her because there's just not anyone here that will come do it unless you have a full-on stanchion. We've always just, you know, tied her to a tree or to a post or something whenever we've needed to keep her still, but that won't quite cut it for a farrier to come out. So once we get the stanchion built, I'm going to be looking into hiring a farrier to come have her hooves trimmed, and I'm very much looking forward to that because she needs it so bad, and I don't want any other issues to be caused because her hooves are so need trimmed.
Like you like me too. We can take it slow, make sure we do this right.
Okay, I'm done with my pickles. I'm gonna give her these cucumber scraps, and I brought out her fly spray. I'm gonna spray her with this. This is just a mix of apple cider vinegar along with cedarwood, peppermint, citronella. The other oil I put in here. Really any herbal oil. Oh, rosemary is really good too if you have that. You can also just put fresh rosemary in and just let it sit. I've done that before, but this works really well. I haven't had to put it on her here lately because she's been hanging out over at our neighbor's pasture and there's a lot less flies there. I'm guessing because the piles of manure aren't nearby and the stall's not nearby and all of that, but when she's out here, I definitely need to put this on her like every couple days. Are we gonna cooperate? She's been doing really good about letting us touch her. Can't really see right there. Yeah. So you should let us touch her. It's good for back here. There. She looks so different. It is crazy to me how much she's changed. And I was honestly kind of surprised that she started showing udder signs this early. But yeah, she is for sure pregnant. think she's rounding out too. She's loving those cucumbers. On the camera. Go away. It's gonna attack me. I know it is. As far as her eating habits go, we have been rotating her still every 4 days probably. There's a lot more grass this time of year. She's definitely eating more. But like I said, during summer the grass grows up enough that we can rotate her around every 3 or 4 days. We just put her in this spot today, so she's always excited to get to fresh grass. She still gets non-GMO grain pretty much every night whenever she goes up for the night, and she always has access to hay in her stall. I'm really happy with how everything's going in terms of feeding. We do still need to get on getting some hay for winter because we have not done that yet. We need to do that here in the next couple of weeks. So yeah, she is doing well. I have had quite a few people ask me about her not having a companion or a friend, but honestly there's almost always some kind of animal out here roaming around with her, whether it's the cats or the dog or some chickens or my kids. She is hardly ever alone, and honestly she seems very content. She is much more calm now that she's pregnant, obviously because she's not having heat cycles, but she does just seem overall more content to just be. Maybe a little bit more lazy too, maybe a little bit more resistant to being moved. She kind of wants to lay around in her stall a little bit later these days, and she kind of gives you a hard time like when you try to get her out for the day. Not like a hard time, but she just gives a little more resistance, so she has a little bit more of an attitude for sure. I just love her coloring this time of year. Her coat is shiny and light, and it's just really pretty. You guys know, if you watched our videos from where we first brought her home, she had lost like a lot of hair around her neck, and that has all come completely back in. She is looking so much better. So yeah, we're really happy with how things are going. Let me know what you guys thought of this video. Leave me a comment down below, and if you have any questions about raising a mini Jersey, then feel free to leave them and I would love to answer those. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe. I share videos every Monday about home, homestead, and a faith-filled life. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.